What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. I am back from vacation. The last video that I made, the last video that I posted, I told you guys it was my birthday. I was going on vacation. We were going to the Philippines, and I'm back after 2 weeks, and it was amazing, guys. It was so amazing. The last time I went on vacation was 2019, so 6 years ago. I don't really do vacations, right? I'm just constantly having my head down, trying to think of my next plan, think of my next move. But after 6 years, I finally went on vacation again, and it felt so amazing. I'll throw a couple of pictures on the screen right here. If you guys plan on going to the Philippines, I definitely suggest doing so. Everything is so cheap. Everything is so cheap, and we were there for 2 weeks and definitely did not have enough time to do everything. So I'll definitely be back. But again, the last video that I made, you guys saw that we installed the yellow lights on the Supra. You can kind of see it in the background probably. And it looks amazing. It is so nice to be back and to drive a cool car again. This car is filthy, guys, like filthy. Look at this. It like rained while we were away. So like it's like water spots, it's dusty. Yeah, this car needs to be washed like really bad. I also mentioned a couple of videos ago, the last thing that we need to do on this car before we go crazy is we need to take the ECU out and we need to send it out and get it unlocked, because that's pretty much what's holding us back from going like big power. This car sounds good, but it needs to be louder and it needs to be faster. Now, one thing I have to do right now is I have to install front and rear brakes on the daily driver. I'm not really going to show you guys, I'm sure you guys don't really care, but what I will show you is the noise that this side is making. It's insane. I had this car parked for maybe like a week or so, a couple weeks ago, because I was driving a Tesla, and I came back and it started making noise, and it sounds absolutely crazy. Now the thing is, I've been known that I've needed brakes. Like, I knew that it was coming up, but it's just crazy how I got in the car after like a week of it sitting, and all of a sudden it was the worst noise I've ever heard. I'm gonna let you guys hear this. Listen to this. That sounds so bad, bro. Look. Oh my gosh, that's literally metal to metal. Listen to this. I'm not even pressing the brake, you can still hear it. So I'm like, yeah, not only is that embarrassing, but that's unsafe. So let's go ahead and change those brakes. That's insane. Now I'm gonna jack this side up, and I'm gonna do this side first because I want to see how bad it is. You can kind of see it through here. Like, it's literally like gauging it. It's crazy, bro. I know it's gonna be terrible, but again, I'm not really gonna show you guys this process because I'm sure you guys don't care. But I'm just gonna show you how bad this side is. Guys, look at this. So this was the brake pad in the front. Holy cow, literally metal to metal, right? This is what the rotor looks like. It's not supposed to sound like that. It's not supposed to look like that. Like, it's literally like grooved. It's crazy. This was the back pad. I don't understand. Obviously this didn't happen overnight, and y'all are probably cooking me right now, but it didn't make noise until I got in here after letting it sit for a week. So I don't know, but we have everything off. Literally this took like 5 minutes. I'm not even kidding. Like, it was so effortless how I took this off. It's crazy. So everything's off. We just gotta take the rotor off. We're gonna replace it. We got everything right here. Do the other side, to the front, and then honestly, if everything goes as planned, I should have this done in like 30 minutes. While I do this, I kind of wanted to talk to you guys. Kind of multitask a little bit, you know what I mean? But I don't know, man. As of lately, I've really been feeling like I'm like running out of time. Why is this stuck? What's going on here? As of lately, I've just been feeling like I've been running out of time. I feel like I'm not the only one that feels like that, right? Because we really only have so much time on this earth, right? And people think that just because they're young, they have all this time and they can go here, do this, do that, and it's like, well, that's really not the case. Because I guess how I look at it, and I can't be the only one that looks at it like this, but how I look at it is, we're young now, right? We have no responsibilities, right? Most of us don't have kids. I got no kids. Not married, you know what I mean? I don't have a mortgage. Like, I don't have these crazy responsibilities, right? Because like when you have a kid, right? I'm not saying life stops, but like you're not the main character anymore. Like, that kid comes first regardless of what happens, right? You gotta make sure that you have benefits for that kid. You gotta make sure that you're in now of course if you want to be a good parent, you gotta make sure that you're in a spot where you're able to take care of your kid, right? And provide for that kid, right? But the thing is, like, I don't have kids. What? These rotors are like really beefy compared to the other ones. You guys see this? This is the old one, and then this is the new one. Let me find out. I'm going to be adding weight. It's supposed to be weight reduction. I'm just kidding. But I don't even know what side this is supposed to be because it doesn't say. Oh, doesn't say. Nor does this say rear, even though obviously it's kind of common sense because it's smaller. Anyways, yeah, I just feel like you know, while you're young, the time is now to like take risks, build something, and really just give it your all, right? Because as you get older, you kind of run out of that playing time, as I would call it. And yeah, as you guys know, life is short, right? People say it all the time, but they don't really understand it. Life is really short. Like, we only have so much time on this earth. Why is this not going in? It's concerning. Hello? Oh, heck no, bro. Why is this not going in? Okay, I got scared for a second. So apparently these are the rear because it matches. It's funny because I grabbed the smallest box thinking that the small goes in the rear, but it's actually reversed. The big box goes in the rear, and that's because this is like, the e-brake is like a, you guys know what I'm talking about. The e-brake's like right here, so you have to like make room for the shoe. So this is the old one, and then this is the new one. So that makes sense. It makes sense. Let's see if it fits though. Let me not get my hopes up. There we go. Let's go. All right, make sure I'm putting in the sun right. But back to what I was saying. I feel like I was running out of time, right? And I feel like the time's now to take a risk. And lately, I just been really thinking about like going all in, right? Just going completely all in. And if I felt like it, bro, like at least I tried, right? The last thing I want to do, I say this all the time to the people around me, especially Jackie. The last thing I want to do is to get older and regret not taking that chance. Imagine getting older, right? Imagine getting older. Say you're 50, 55 years old, right? And you look back on your life, you're like, dang, like I didn't take that chance. I didn't pursue the potential that I could have been, right? All because I was scared, or like this happened, or that happened, or I had this going on, right? Imagine regretting something and there's nothing that you could do about it. Time, nobody can make time. Time is our biggest asset, right? As you guys know, as people say. So imagine getting older and having that regret, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can't reverse time. You can't go back in time. It is what it is, bro. And that's honestly what I've been thinking about. And I'm not saying that like freaking, not saying to go all in and like, you know, freaking mess around and like, you know, not have a plan. That's not what I'm saying. Of course I'm gonna have a plan, but it's like, yeah, man, I just really been thinking about that. And with that being said, April 22nd, guys, that's in 2 weeks, right? Today is Tuesday. April 22nd, that's in 2 weeks for me. There is something coming that I would have never guessed in a million years that this would have been a thing. And I'm just excited for what's gonna come with that thing that's coming. That makes any sense. I know I'm being very vague right now, but I'm just very excited, and I feel like it's gonna open a door that I don't even know yet. That's gonna be like, I feel like it's gonna open a door that I didn't even know was gonna open because of that thing. That makes any sense? It probably doesn't make any sense at all. Again, I'm talking as I'm doing this job with you guys, and yeah, man, I'm just excited, and I want you guys to know that you're not alone. For all my big achievers out there, high achievers, wanting more out of life, wanting all that life can offer them, you're not alone. I'm right in here with you, and I want you guys to know that I'm a person just like you guys, right? Just because you guys see me on the screen and it seems like I got this, I got that, that doesn't exclude me from going through the same things that life throws at every single one of us, right? There's times where I don't feel my best, right? There's days I have bad days, there's days I have good days. You know, there's times where I'm going through BS just like any other one of you guys. I bleed the same, I put on my pants the same, guys. I'm in this with you guys, and that's why I try to share as much as I can, right? I try to share as much as I can. I try to be transparent with you guys, and I try to be that person that everybody can relate to. Not everybody, but you know, most people can relate to, because I want you guys to know that you're not alone. Like, I am a person just like you guys, right? Just because you guys think that you see me on the screen, that doesn't exclude me from anything that you might go through, right? I go through the same stuff. And yeah, man, I will continuously do all that I can to inspire the next person. That's really why I do this, is because I understand that if I keep going, if I don't give up, and if I succeed, I show everybody else along that's behind me that this is what's possible if you don't give up, if you stay committed, if you stick to the plan and you don't give up, right? Greatness is often reciprocated, if that makes any sense, right? It's like, if I have a friend, if I'm a person, right? If I'm me and I have a friend right next to me, right? If I succeed, what does that tell him? Oh shoot, like, it's possible. I could do what I can do, or I could do whatever I want to do, right? Follow his lead, and I can succeed too in my own path, right? Like, that's how I look at it. So for lack of a better term. But yeah, man, I've been doing more talking than working, but let's go ahead and get this done, and let's stop all this squeaking, because I am tired of hearing that. It's annoying. All right, guys, so we just finished all 4 corners. Let's go and go on a test drive. Let's see if everything is fixed. And everything is fixed, thank God. I knew that noise that we heard in the passenger rear was gonna get fixed, and I automatically knew that because you guys saw the condition of those brakes. But I guess I was just more or less concerned that other noises was gonna pop up, because they normally include grease that you apply on the brake pads, but they didn't send any out with this package that they sent out. So I was just wondering if it was gonna create any noise, but I guess it did. Sounds good. No issues, no noise. Actually, it didn't take me that long to do either. It was probably, what, maybe an hour. The longest thing was compressing the piston on the actual caliper themselves. As you guys know, when you replace brakes through the actual pads themselves, you have to push back the piston, else it won't fit on a new brake pad. And yeah, that was probably the longest part out of the whole install. I came over here to show you guys these lights again, just because these look so freaking sick, even though you guys probably seen these 1,000 times in Supras. It's just crazy how we only spent 50 bucks on these when they're selling online for like 200 bucks, 300 bucks. And we only spent 50 bucks, and look how bright they are. If you can't tell on camera how bright they are, look how they're shining on me. Because I noticed, like, on camera it doesn't really show how bright it is, but like in person they're extremely bright. So giving you guys an update on all the vehicles, starting with the Supra, since it's the one right in front of us. As I stated, what's next for this car is to send the ECU out so we can get it unlocked and actually tune this car. I do want new wheels for this car. That's a must, so we can get the fitment dialed in. Now, depending on how the rear sits with the new wheels, we may or may not have to go with a different suspension setup. As you guys know, we are in H&R Springs right now. But after we do that, it's pretty much gonna be all power mods from there. It's not really much cosmetics to do. As you guys know, this is the A91 CF edition. CF stands for carbon fiber, so it comes with pretty much everything you want to do cosmetically. Has carbon fiber mirrors, it has carbon fiber side skirts, has carbon fiber spats in the rear, carbon fiber duct build on the trunk. So it literally has everything that you would want. It even has carbon fiber Carnage style lips in the front. So it's like, there's not much that you would want to do, at least for me. To get this car to around 700 horsepower, it's gonna be, I believe, $15,000. So yeah, that's actually crazy, because I spent about 18 to get the Z at like 600 horsepower, as you guys know. So definitely looking forward to that. Obviously, it's not gonna be cheap whatsoever. We're gonna have to build the transmission. Well, not really building the transmission. I think we're just changing the clutches, and then of course fuel. And yeah, the whole 9 yards. So very much so looking forward to that. Now with the Z, as you guys know, we sent out the paperwork to get that car registered. I haven't heard anything back. It's been about a month or so. We were supposed to send out the ST, but it was right before I went on the trip. And at the last minute, I decided not to send it out because I didn't want them to call me while I was away. Because like, I'm in a whole different time zone, whole different country, right? I was 15 hours ahead. So like, our day was their night and their night was our day. And so I was like, I'm just gonna, I already sent out the Z. I'm gonna wait to send out the ST and see what happens, right? So obviously I'm back. I haven't heard anything yet. So I'm waiting, playing the waiting game. Hopefully I hear something within the next couple of days so we can get that car registered, get the license plate, and start driving the Z again. The last time I actually drove that car was October of last year. So hopefully we hear something in the next couple of days so we can get that car registered. And then if I hear something on the Z, then I'll send out the paperwork for the ST. So that's pretty much where we're at with those two cars. We're just playing the waiting game. But as of right now, we're pretty much focused on the Supra because that's the car that we can drive. And it's a car that it's a blank canvas. So I'm just really excited to start modifying this car. Like I said, this car sounds really good, but I still want it louder, and it definitely needs to be faster. But it definitely sounds good. For just a downpipe stock exhaust, it sounds amazing. And this is all that I have for you guys in this video. There's more content on the way that I have planned. And again, guys, 2 weeks, April 22nd, it's going down. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, stay safe, and stay tuned.
Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believe me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah, Mayweather with the defense. I don't care what a critic gotta say. I got them picking up the pieces. That to me, you really playing with your life. I'm about to come and run it all back. I'm the new era, about to snap back. You ain't fitting for it, cause you all cap like.